Can you say Lilian of the Veil for 50 cents? Jace the Mind Sculptor for 50 cents? We just got in a huge pack of special order custom made proxy cards from China where we get all the cards we need for our decks for pennies on the dollar. Let's go ahead and get in here and see how they look. Now these are white core magic cards for the China white core. You see it's pretty well taped in there. We went ahead and paid for the 9 to 27 day shipping. Okay, looks like they come in mini deck boxes here. Okay, pretty well packaged. Let's go ahead and get in here and see how they look. So right now, I am building a blue and black deck. I'm building a commander deck as well as a modern deck. And I was also thinking about building a vintage deck. And so what I did is I picked up a lot of cards on TCG Player Direct, but some of the cards that were more expensive, I decided to get as the proxy cards. So now these ones looks like they bend, so that's not so great. So let's see what we got in here. It's not too bad. On the small print, looks a little bit blurry on the bottom, but double sleeve, this is going to look pretty nice. Doesn't look too bad. There's our little Jace the Mind Sculptor. Hey, buddy. So this one doesn't pass the bend test with the China white core. But the great thing is all of these cards, 50 cents. So instead of spending $1, $2, $10, $5, $100, gives me the ability to have the cards that I want to fill out the deck. And you can get them for pennies on the dollar, which makes MTG a lot more affordable. Soul Ring, that's one of our faves right there. So you notice these actually scratch a little bit. You know, but for double sleeved, these look pretty good. Mind Crank. There we go. This is going to be the one that we want for our infinite damage combo. That's really good. So with all these cards, we got a play set of everything. So we got 4 of each card. And we're going to be playing blue-black. Look at that soul ring. There we go. Liliana of the Dark Realms. Liliana of the Veil. Look at Jace there. Okay, and before we get into the last box, we're going to look at the back. So here is a real Magic card. Here is the China white core. Okay. So you see that it's a flat color. It's not very shiny. And it's a lot lighter in color. This is the real one. So one thing that you have to notice is that they surface scratch very easily on these. I've been waiting for this one here, the Darkwater Catacombs. Pay 1 and add black and blue. One of the old favorites right there. And here comes our milling our opponent and unlimited damage combo with the Blood Chief Ascension and the Mind Crank. We're going to love putting this in our hand right here. Whenever they discard a card, it does damage. And then whenever they do damage, they discard a card. Infinite combo. Wonderful. Yeah, here's one of our old favorites right here. Chaos Orb. Oh, yes. Starting to get into our Jace cards. Very excited. We're going to have a Jace party too. I love this, trying to mill your opponent. Target player puts the top 10 cards of his or her library into the graveyard. Oh my goodness. There's our buddy right there. And looking for him, and he is no longer banned. Look at that. This is one of the best tutors you can find. So, tell me what you think. Is it worth the 50 cents to be able to add these into your deck so that you can play the cards that you wanted for pennies on the dollar? Or would you pay for a higher grade proxy card, $2.50 a piece, to have either the blue or the black core? Those ones pass bend test, light test, and water test. But if you're just going to be playing with your friends, you're not playing tournaments, what do you think? Is it worth putting these into your deck? Let us know.